happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We back trapping, baby. After a long time on the road, you already know how it go. It's a trap-a-thon, baby. It's an ugly Monday, but we in the building with it, man. We finna make it, you know, a little better, you understand? We finna put a little energy in your morning. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a few Cowboys topics. Let's get it. I hope everybody's having a good day, good morning, all that above, you understand? Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Mr. Kelvin Hicks, Jameson Taylor, Michael Lockhart, Mitris Adams, Miss Gina L. Chase in the building, Mr. Big Flock, Trap Boy Flock in the building, Miss Patrice Langford, Damian Crow, Too Broke to Pay Attention, and Miss Regina Green with the green, sliding in at the buzz. I appreciate everybody rocking, man. I finally landed back safely in Sweet Home, Alabama, and you know, it's time to get back to the regularly scheduled program, you understand? The Trap-a-thon, let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Mr. J. Lombardi in the building, what's happening? Gary Murphy, Joe Tranchina, Corey Collier, shout out to you in Mississippi, sir. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good day. You know, we getting this thing started. But first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do, and that's hate, man. Y'all already know how that go. Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a car. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate.
Hey,
that what make them hate.
let's make sure them haters on their job, man.
And we just getting
hit that like and share. Let's get it.
That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey,
shout out to Jameson Taylor in the building.
You ain't in on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly.
Y'all tell a friend to foe where to go.
One day hating on it, probably
this
wanna
Cowboys
kill.
content.
When they
Let's
got
get it.
our own band, we hollin'.
Man, I had an exciting sports con for the first time. It was lit.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me
I
to
will
a
be
monster.
spinning back
I'm
through
focused
them
on the comma.
and that.
I'ma run of them comma for the summer,
Let's
run
get
of them
it.
numbers.
Shout out to Larry Lynch in the
I know
building.
that they
I
hate
ain't
the
seen
way
in a while,
the
son. How you
ball
doing?
man rockin' all this ball
Let's get
man.
it.
Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's get it.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate.
You know we gotta make them haters hate. Make sure they on their job. You understand?
That what make them hate. That what make them hate.
Hey.
Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, good morning, all the above. You know what I'm saying? And I just came back from SportsCon over there in Dallas, and you know the city of Dallas treated me well. It was a nice time meeting some of the people who've been watching me, subs and stuff, you know, actually meeting them in person, meeting some of the players, meeting some of the writers. It was just a great experience, man. So shout out to SportsCon and Jasmine out there for SportsCon for the media love they gave us. So shout out to them.
Trap.
I appreciate that.
Trap.
But y'all know the next move is training camp. So I'll be on my way to training camp in about 17 days, about 2 weeks, something like that. So, you know, we on a mission to get it done for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all support. And I will be opening up a raffle. I'm going to start it today. So, you know, to help fund the trip going to California out there to, you know, give y'all some of this exclusive content, talk to some of these players, get some interviews, and, you know, help give you that training camp experience that some people may not be able to do. Some people may not be able to travel. So we'll be there live and give y'all some of that content. So we'll do a jersey raffle. And, you know, maybe if y'all want Madden 24 or whatever it is, we'll do First place will be a jersey. Second place will be Madden. And then third place will be a T-shirt of some kind, if whatever you want. So we're going to open that up today. It'll be $5 interest. And, you know, we're going to try to fund this trip to Oxnard so we can cover these great Cowboys. So if y'all want to help support and contribute, y'all please hit the Cash App and the Super Chats. I appreciate y'all.
Trap.
We got to get out there.
Trap.
But we got all the housekeeping out the way. Is that a bird or is it a plane? Which one? Oh. It's the fairy news, of course. That's what it is. You understand me? Let's get it. So, one of the first stories I seen, shout out to Miss Jane Slater. She says, can confirm multiple reports that the Cowboys running back Tony Pollard is expected to play on the $10.1 million franchise tag signed back in March. Interestingly enough, when I asked how far apart both sides were, a source tells me there wasn't an extensive discussion about a long-term deal. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So they saying that the Cowboys basically said, we good, love, enjoy to Tony. I'm trap. And they looked at Tony and said, nah. I don't know about that, y'all. Let me know how y'all feeling about that, dude. Should the Cowboys sign Tony back? Because, I mean, the running back room, he's pretty much the best running back we have. He's pretty much the only proven running back we have. If the Cowboys got a good plan, they need to let us know. You know, we're a little concerned now. We're a little concerned. Our suspicious is up. You know what I'm saying? We got to know what's going on here. Jerry and them need to send us that email. We didn't get CC'd in the email, y'all.
Trap.
We trying to see what's going on. So, okay, I know Zeke is looking like it's pretty grim on the front of Zeke coming back. It's almost about that time. Ain't nobody signed him just yet. It's kind of hard to imagine Zeke not being on the team, though, not playing this year. So it's looking pretty close to that. But, man, the Cowboys need to have some kind of plan when it comes to this, right? They need to be able to have a solidified running back. So we got who? We got Rico Dowdle. They actually signed Rico Dowdle back. And who else they signed? I mean, we still got Rojo and Tony Pollard, and then, of course, Malik Davis. Now, do y'all think they betting on Malik Davis? What y'all think about that? I don't know. Yeah, I seen Hopkins went to the Titans. That has nothing to do with us. That ain't even none of our business. We good on that front. We don't play him or nothing unless it's the Super Bowl. So it didn't move me either way. So I'm good with that. But far as Tony Pollard go, man, what y'all think about that, man? I really feel like we should sign him. Honestly, I think he's a good player that hasn't been able to showcase his talent to the degree that he deserves, man, because of, you know, some of that nefarious play calling, Mr. Kelly Moore, you know. So he said, don't call. Shout out to ATO in the building. Hey, man, that man name is Rojo, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna take the man nickname? Shout out to Andrew Menifee over there on Facebook, man. Shout out to my Facebook people, man. I ain't forgot about y'all. I appreciate y'all too. Shout out to my Facebook people. But, man, what are y'all thinking about this running back group? Because I'm not convinced. If they ain't committed to Tony, they must be already having their eyes set on this 2024 running back class. It said Ronald. Don't do that, man, like that, man. But in this 2024 running back class, they must be fond of it because they look like they going to really pretty much reboot their whole running back room off of the draft, looks like. Unless they going to keep Malik Davis on the team and then try to get a starter, like a feature back. Because it don't look like they committed to Tony Pollard at all. So I'm not too fond of that. I like Tony. I think he's a good player. You could probably sign him for a decent little deal with a couple void years on the back end. I think that'll be the best way to go. But hopefully the Cowboys understand and know what they're doing. So we'll have to just sit back and wait, I guess. We'll have to sit and wait. You know, that is a bit concerning, I must admit, though. That is a bit concerning. So let's see. Okay, yeah, and one of the execs, it said a veteran NFL offensive coach on Tony Pollard. It says, I call him lemonade player because he turns lemons into lemonade, making something out of nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect for him to make plays. And that is the truth, what I seen from him a couple times. I can't remember that game. It was one game. I have to pull up the graphic, man, but I know y'all remember. It was like a one cut. It was like 5 people surrounded Tony, and he made one cut, and he was gone. So that's not normal running back behavior, man. Tony Pollard is a very capable back. He is, I believe he's kind of underrated in the space in Cowboy land. I know a lot of people was like super fond of Zeke, but I really think he kind of underrated, man. Tony be balling out. Now, I know it's easy to underrate somebody who hasn't got what can I say? He hasn't got a long track record of him doing this. So that's fair because you haven't seen it done over a consistent amount of time, but I still think I would be betting on Tony. I'm bullish on him. So, of course, some of the other NFL execs are high on Tony Pollard as well, so I'm ready for it. I think we might be making a mistake for not signing Tony Pollard back, but only time will tell from this point.
My boy Lynn.
And this was special right here, man. Shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports and Law Nation and all the guys over there I met for the first time. It was wonderful. Shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to Trap. This was just a moment for me, man, because, you know, I've been seeing the nation running rapid with the nickname Slam Williams. And shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, for actually asking him. And let's see what happened, y'all.
My boy landlord started something. He called you Slam Williams. Yeah. He wanted to know when you adopt that name from being a slam artist like how you did our boy from Detroit, man. When you think about adopting the name Slam Williams.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's Trap official. Trap. I'm loving that, man. That name just came to me at the end of a video. I made a video about Sam Williams, and it just came to me at the end of it. So I put it in the comments. This was like 10 months ago. I put it in the comments. I said, this name just came to me, and from now on, I'm calling him Slam Williams. And then it seemed like it just caught fire in the nation, and it just went crazy. So I appreciate all the people that pushed that name, but now it is official. He accepted it. Now he is Big Slam, not the little one. I love it. Salute the Boss Cowboy and Law Nation, man. That was real dope right there. I think that Slam name is just perfect. I said something to him about it when I was on the sideline and stuff too. So, hey, we gonna run that up. I think that's gonna be dope. And I told him, I said, I don't know this. I know this before your time, but that song by the Onyx, that Slam. That would be dope to play that in the stadium when you make a sack and he do like some kind of wrestling celebration. So, hey, I might have to get my percentage out the wild now. Come on. He need to feature his stuff over, like, you know, theme his stuff over some wrestling moves or something. That'll be super dope. But I can't wait to see how much he embraces the name. And maybe some merch coming. I think that'll be super dope. So shout out to Mr. Big Slam Williams, man. Shout out to him. But let's continue, man. Shout out to Loudnum and SportsCon, man, because I think that was very dope of them.
Hey, all right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Ole Miss in the house, baby. Mississippi, all my Mississippi boys right here, man. Slam Williams. From now on, Slam Williams, dog. Appreciate you, dog.
Shout out, though. I love it.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, appreciate you. Okay.
Get a photo.
All right. Oh, okay.
He thought it lasted a lot, man. Is he back?
This is my question that I got from Malik Hooker. Shout out to Law Nation and Boss Cowboy and my homie West Coast, man. It was just great being around them and meeting them for the first time. It just felt like it was epic, and it was long overdue. So shout out to my guys. Trap. But this is my question I asked Mr. Malik Hooker.
Like I said, even some of the young guys, I'm going to give them a shout out to the Wont.
we got a lot of guys in those groups that's stepping up for us right now. So hopefully you see a lot more DBs on the field for us this year.
No doubt, no doubt. I got my guy right here. He gonna ask you a question.
One question for you, man. I know we got a loaded safety room, and you know we got like a three-headed monster with you, Dino, and you know what I'm saying, the rest of the crew. Far as the NFL go, I feel like we really get disrespected. And I feel like y'all deserve y'all flowers right now. So, do you feel like we have the best safety room in the league?
Man, it's no question, man. A lot of things don't lie, man. You check the stats. Dono, he's Pro Bowl year last year.
That boy said it is no question, man. Check the stats.
Trap.
That boy said it is no question, man. Check the stats.
Had a Pro Bowl
before JK was a Pro Bowl.
Get it.
I'm saying JK, I don't know how many tight ends that he covered last year that was in the top 5, but all of them, you check the stats.
He ain't get nothing. Yeah.
Man, J. Ryan Curse might be one of the most underrated players in football when you think about it.
Trap.
I don't think JK get enough praise either, man, for the leadership and his play. So, hey, man, he blankets a lot of tight ends. I've seen him cover the best tight ends and ball out, man. So I really, really do think that J. Ryan is somebody that's super underrated.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of stuff don't lie. You look at the stats, man. We all got production there, and we gonna keep going.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then you got Easy right there.
Man, like I said, Izzy, he came in and stepped in big for us last year. He played a lot of nickel for us last year. And if you watch the film when we played the Bucks, man, he was out there dancing with them boys like the best of them in the slot.
Hey, he said Izzy was dancing with them boys, man.
Trap.
Hey, man, he said Izzy was out there dancing with them boys. Hey, I love it, man. It seems like Malik is high on the whole safety room. And you saying he was talking glowingly about Izzy. Like, hey, Izzy one of them ones as well. So I cannot wait to see this defense with the new additions, with the second year Slam Williams. And it's just a lot of potential coming out of here, especially when you're working with somebody like DQ, man. DQ is going to be the mad scientist. He even said that exact term. He said DQ is a mad scientist, man. He said that. They love it.
Trap.
And Malik gave out the type of vibes of saying that he want to be what? He said basically he want to be a Cowboy for the rest of his career. I got them kind of vibes from him. He said something along them lines. I don't want to 100% quote him, but I have to go back. He was basically saying like he love it. And he basically want to play for the Cowboys. So Mr. DQ got everybody going crazy. I just can't wait to see this defense. I think it's going to be legendary. I can't lie. I can't wait. But, man, let's continue.
Man, so enough credit to him, man.
Let's continue. They say my boy Jalen Tolbert out here putting in that work. You understand me? Y'all better quit playing. Y'all better quit playing with Jalen Tolbert, man. Let's get it.
Keep it. Push. Good, better. That's it. Good.
Okay. Look at them planks.
Good. That's good.
That
Come
boy
down. That's good right there. Good.
Okay. I love it. Look,
yes, sir.
Everybody knows this the off season, but it's no off season for the real players.
Push. Good, better. That's
Great
it.
plants.
Good.
Man, I'm telling you, Jalen is finna go crazy.
Good. That's good. Come down. That's good right there. Good.
I'm talking about smooth, great cuts. That's going to be hard to guard when you on the other side. I'm just glad I ain't got to cover the man. You understand?
I like it. Hey. Keep
it.
Trap.
Now we got CD Lamb looking exceptional. I ain't going to count.
Good. There you go.
CD is sudden, too. I think he a little more sudden.
I like it. Good. Yellow. Good.
Man, CD got some stride in him, too.
I like it.
CD a lot faster when you actually look at it like this. CD look a lot faster than we give him credit for.
Trap.
CD look a lot faster. It look like his speed is a little deceptive because it look like he got some long strides. I think people forget that CD ain't no little dude. He got a nice little height on him. I think he like 6'2" or something like that. So CD's not a little guy. He got some long legs, some long strides. So it might not look like he's making that much ground up, but CD is fast and deceptive. Like I could tell the way he's breaking down and effortlessly changing directions, man, that's going to be a problem for the NFL. And his confidence is just rising and rising and rising. Like, it's going to be crazy trying to keep up with Mr. Sedarian Lamb. I'm telling you right now. Trap. And you done gave this young man a number 2 receiver. Man, I'm really solid on it. I feel like CD finna go absolutely crazy. 1,300 yards last year with no help. On a crazy with a crazy OC. I think it's just finna be way better and way easier for him to produce these days, man. I'm pretty solid on CD going crazy. Very bullish on him.
I'm solid and stand on whatever.
So I'm ready for that, man. Shout out to iRock in the building. Shout out to Big Dash. Shout out to Cajun Cowboy, APJR. Shout out to Pyrex Kid, Gambino, De Niro on Facebook. Big Benny Rich, SSL TV. Shout out to everybody sliding in. Pizza Alfuego, Toxic Tom, Splendor Poppy. Hey, we back trapping, man. Let's get it. Trap. Miss Adika Charles in the building, the team mom. Miss Regina said landlord trademark Slam Williams for t-shirts. Yeah, I might go ahead and put that on now. I'm gonna have to make me a shirt. I'm probably gonna make me a shirt when I go out there to training camp. I'm going to get them to sign it, and I'm going to probably, like, raffle it off for y'all, man. That'll be something dope right there. Trap. That'll be dope right there. So I'm definitely headed out there, and, I'm making moves in the space, man. I'm trying to be great. Joe Tranchina says, Pop-Tart, Miles Smith going to ball this year. What you mean, Pop-Tart? What that mean? Boy. But man, Mizey was a huge human being too. He looked different in person. When you see these guys in person, it's kind of hard to gauge how big these dudes is on TV. But when you see them in person and they start making big human beings look like little human beings all of a sudden, start making grown men look childish, that's when you recognize that these dudes are huge. They said Mizey said his nickname is Pop-Tart. For real? Wow. Trap. What was the explanation behind that? So, while I was in the act of traveling and covering the sports con myself, I wasn't able to watch a lot of the content creator stuff because I was just in the act of doing a whole lot of stuff. So I got to catch up on some of the other coverage. But what did he say? What was the explanation? Is that something that just came from his childhood, or y'all fill me in on that when I wasn't aware? Said he told Law that at SportsCon. Did he explain it? Oh, tall and wide. That's what he said. Trap. Hey, that makes sense because, but Mizey ain't no sloppy dude. Like, he's pretty compact. Like, he's well built with his weight. I wonder where he say he weighing in at, like 3-something? Shout out to Eddie O in the building. What's happening? Splendor says, landlord, make the shirt with a guy slamming a guy on the floor with the name Williams at the bottom with a nice smooth front fire. Yeah, you ain't lying. That sound dope already. Miss Adika said, landlord, I sent them all to you from Spirit SportsCon. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Miss Adika, the team mom. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Patrice with the $4.99. That's a raffle entry. I give it to you. We ain't tripping off no penny in the trap. Y'all know that. She says, landlord, I see you, big boy status. Love it. You doing an amazing job at SportsCon. Dallas is a whole vibe, especially since our boys out there. Let's go. I appreciate you, Miss Patrice. Thank you for the raffle entry. You will be down for the first one of the day. Eternal Dynasty says his mom would bribe him to make a big play with the Pop-Tart. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. So he got to go get him. That's what he telling y'all, right? He said he got to get him. Trap. Ruben Sang Hernandez says slamming an Eagles player. Yeah, he got it. Now look, I believe like y'all don't really understand how a nickname and a persona can wake up a monster in a player. That's the player that we want. Now, it was a couple of times where Sam was so aggressive that he might need to, like, pipe down. He had just a tad bit too much dip on his chip during the season, you know what I'm saying? But I really think that's a good persona for him because that's an attitude. You don't get the name Slam and just be out there regularly tackling people. You got to go hard. And that's the aggressive player I want Sam to be. I want him to bring that out, and I think he going to live it up. That's why he was already signing out saying, let's do it, let's do it. You going to see him slam him an Eagles player too. I'm willing to bet on him. I'm ready to tell you right now. I'll tell you. He going to slam him a couple people. You gonna see him slamming people on a regular basis now. I'm telling you that right now. Sometimes it just be certain things that'll wake up a monster in the player. And I ain't saying that I'm gonna be the reason, but I'm just saying that sometimes that persona just give him an extra little push, an extra tad bit of motivation to, you know, embrace that fully. So I can't wait to see how he come out playing. But Slam is definitely an attitude. That's not just a nickname. That's an attitude. But back to CeeDee Lamb, man, looking exceptional.
Good, I like it. I like it. Hey, keep it blue. Good, there you go. Good. Down, I like it. Good.
See, that was one of the things we had a conversation off air about what CeeDee's special superpower is. And I think he's basically an all-around guy. CeeDee got a lot of, like, he's pretty much not bad at anything. But if we talk about his superpower, I think his superpower is yak, and I believe he got some exceptional hands. I believe he can catch better than the average receiver in the league. I think he makes some spectacular catches, and we've seen that over the years. CeeDee has some great hands too. So I would say his superpower would be yak. And the scary part about it is I really don't think we've, like, embraced that. I don't think we've utilized that and gave him the avenues to display his superpower yet. That's what's crazy to me. Like, it's crazy. So when I talk about my trap take of the day, I would say that it is to open up CeeDee Lamb on another level, man. I feel like he really needs to be embraced as that yak. And I believe the West Coast offense is going to be perfect for him to be able to do that, man. So I can't wait to see how Mike McCarthy utilize him. And we already know Mike told you that he has what? He has Mike McCarthy said he have a whole playbook for his star players. So we ain't got to worry about the distribution and the attempts and the, you know, the targets coming from 88. 88 gonna get his targets under Mike McCarthy, that's for sure. Trap. Miss Elder said 36 likes and 66 in the chat. Oh my God. Y'all want me to cry today? That's what y'all want? Man, we was doing good. I just came back. I'm feeling good and energetic. But it's like, y'all don't want to see me happy. Y'all don't want to see me win. Y'all want to see me hit that ugly cry like this, man. Don't make landlord look like this. Don't do that. Trap. Man, that man there is a legend for that cry right there. It don't get no funnier than that. Y'all don't want to see landlord with the ugly cry, man. Hit that like a share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I promise. But yeah, man, he a legend for that cry. Tassie Tom said landlord is Bruce Butler, the last true burner wide receiver on the team. Bruce Butler, you saying that since we had him? You might be right. Yeah. Now that we got Brandon Cooks, he'll be the first one since then. But you might be on to something. I don't know no other receiver that we had that was a threat to take off the top of the defense. I don't. You might be right. That might be the only one. That might literally be the only one. And Dak still ate with Bryce Butler too, believe it or not. So I don't know, y'all. Somebody help me out, dog. That's pretty alarming when you think about it. Joe said, don't cry, landlord. I'm crying too. It's sad in here, man. They trying to get us up in arms. You understand? But real talk, that might be the last one. He said, Hearns wasn't no burner like that, I don't think. Allen Hearns, and then he went on the team long enough, he ended up having that bad injury. So I wouldn't count Hearns either. He said, nah, it's been since Terry Glenn. Shout out to B-Bird. Good. Terry Glenn was my guy too, man, but he started getting hurt towards the end of his time in Dallas. But Terry Glenn was nice too. Him and T.O. was crazy together, man. Them boys was trap. Nah, Terry Glenn was probably like the perfect number 2 receiver winning. I feel like if I was gonna make a wide receiver 2 in the lab, him and Terrence Williams might have been the last one. Was it Terrence? No. Butler was before Terrence? No, Butler was after Terrence. I was about to say, yeah, because Terrence Williams was one of them too. He was definitely a burner that would take the top off the defense. He was a deep ball threat. He was. But Terry Glenn was one of them too. So, B-Bird, you don't look at Terrence Williams like that? Because I think Terrence used to get down there, though. For real. I remember plenty games where Terrence was taking the top off. So, I might say, if you want to go past Bryce Butler and them, I would say at least Terrence Williams he might get my vote as being that kind of guy. I might have to give it to Terrence. He said, landlord, don't cry. He's solid and stands on whatever. Hey, already. Y'all know I'm trolling y'all. They trolling me with the likes. I got to troll back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Tyson says, Amari Cooper was a great wide receiver too. How do we get a player like that? See, what are you dissing Amari or are you dissing how we used Amari? I need clarity here, Mr. Tyson. I need clarity because that was the problem. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, it's easy. You can tell that Mike McCarthy influenced this game plan last year. He had to. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, we never seen Kellen Moore use a wide receiver the way he used CeeDee Lamb last year. We never seen that. So, in my opinion, it's obvious that Mike McCarthy had some influence on that. Because, like, okay, I'm not just giving credit for no reason, but what I am doing, I'm rationally thinking about it. Like, if Kellen Moore never showed this in his history, what would make him just bust out and do this? Unless he just growed in that way. So that's a possibility, but I'm thinking Mike McCarthy said, hey, man, get 88 the ball. Maybe Jerry said get 88 the ball. Somebody told him get 88 the football, man. They did. Jerry, somebody pulled Kellen in the room and said, hey, man, you better get 88 his targets. Because they just totally disrespected Amari. That's why I was wondering, was you dissing the way we used Amari or Amari altogether? Because that's what's Amari's supposed to be a number 1, but look, B-Bird, why he wasn't getting number 1 targets though? That's my concern. That's why I question the validity of the OC that we chose. Because why would you have a Ferrari and then only go 30 miles per hour? That don't make no sense. Trap. What you doing with a Ferrari and you only gonna go 30 miles per hour? It makes no sense. You are doing the car a disservice. And that's basically what he did to Coop. He wasn't letting Coop reach his full potential or maximizing Amari Cooper in his offense. It was plenty of times where Amari only got, 5 targets and stuff? We sitting up there scratching our heads. But that was Kellen trying to be, smarter than everybody, smarter than a 5th grader. That's what he trying to do. He was like, aha, let me not throw my number 1 receiver the football. Y'all know I get on Kellen all day, but think about that. When you think about it from that perspective, Kellen was trying to outsmart people by not throwing his number 1 the ball, but it was other teams like McVay throwing Kupp the ball way more than normal. So, which one you think would be more effective? Which one would be more effective? Getting your number 1 the ball a whole lot or tricking everybody by not throwing it? He basically used some of our stars as decoys. That's concerning to me. It was plenty of times where he used our starters. He used our best players as decoys. And that's concerning. Like, why would you not use them, especially in the big time, the clutch moments of the game? We need your stars. You need your stars in them moments. You do. Not the supporting cast guys. Because when you think about the philosophy, it makes sense that you throwing the ball to Cedric Wilson in the Patriots game. Well, that was a pivotal 4th down. And Cedric Wilson had to make the catch. Like, ain't that concerning to y'all? Trap. I don't want to be mad at Cedric Wilson because he's Cedric Wilson. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but I would very much so rather bet my money, bet my bottom dollar on CeeDee Lamb making those catches or Michael Gallup, one of my better players. You don't have to trick everybody every time. So that was my only concern. I just felt like the usage, the way he used our receivers, our number one guys, that was very much so concerning. Who would you throw the ball to? Who would you set up and call a play for if you was the OC in Madden? You going to throw the ball to who you trying to throw the ball to. You going to throw it to CD, to Michael Gallup. You going to let your stars get the football when you need a play. And that's something you won't never have to question with Mike McCarthy. I'm ready to tell you right now, I'm standing solid on that.
Well, I'm solid and stand on whatever.
Mike McCarthy is going to know when to get his big-time players the ball in big critical moments of the game. They will get the ball. So we ain't got to worry about that. Mike already told you, he giving the whole offense to Dak. He said this is Dak offense. He got a play. He say he usually keep a play sheet for all the best players. So it will not be a time where we sitting up here puzzled about who need to get the football or who need to make a play. Mike McCarthy going to make sure he get that done, and I love it. I love it.
Trap.
Miss Regina said we over 100 people, man. We need to be over 100 likes then, don't we? Y'all be nice. It's an ugly Monday for me, too. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Joe Tranchina says Dak should have spoken up about Cooper. That's why Terrence Williams said Romo is a better QB reading defenses. Like, I think he just – the only reason I feel like Terrence Williams would say that is because it's obvious that he was with young Dak. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for him, but he was with young Dak. I bet you if you ask some of these receivers now, like you ask CD, you ask Amari Cooper, the people that was with him recently, I bet you they wouldn't say stuff like that. Like, young Dak was on a tightrope, bro. And I've got confirmation from people that was in the inside, and Boss Cowboy let me know they was talking to some of the people in the inside, and they pretty much said exactly what I said. Dak was on a tightrope, and this man was a young quarterback trying to win a job. You think he can afford to be risky? No, he cannot be. Do you think young Dak was able to go off script? No, he would have been off the. He would have been off the field. That's what he would have been.
Trap.
You think Dak gonna go? You think Dak gonna go off script as a young player trying to win a job? No, of course he's not gonna be as savvy as Romo was. But now, at the same time, on the same token, I'm not excusing Dak because I do think Dak need to be a little more. I believe he needs to push back a little more. But hopefully, with Kellen Moore out the door, bars, you understand me, bars? With Kellen Moore out the door, I hope that now we got Mike McCarthy and they won't need that much pushback. That much pushback might not be necessary now. Now we actually got something that works, you know what I'm saying? Just simple and plain. Maybe it worked this time.
Trap.
Maybe it worked this time. Maybe we don't have to throw back so many bad plays or just ride with it and hope for the best. Maybe Mike McCarthy can trick people and we can have a coaching advantage. I feel like this year will be the first year I'm comfortable with going into any football game and matching wits with any coaching group. Any coaching group, I'm feeling like we at least up the par or we'll have a coaching advantage. This the first time since probably Parcells in Dallas. I'm telling you right now.
Trap.
Y'all don't know how it feel to go into a game with a coaching advantage, do you? Some of us don't, you know what I'm saying? How many games where we'll go over the past years and we be like, that's coaching? We got plenty of games where we look at Kellen Moore like that's play calling. That's this, that's that. We're not going to have that as a weakness no more. These days it's going to be we'll have an advantage over most teams. Like, it ain't many coaching staffs who I'm taking over my guys. Over Big Mike at play calling and at DQ on as a DC. It ain't many teams that I'm worried about over them boys. Not at all. I feel like I'm riding with my guys. I feel like whoever we line up against, we got a great chance at beating them far as a coaching advantage. We really
Trap.
He said Mike is forcing Dak to do it. You talking about forcing Dak to take over? I doubt that. That's right up Dak alley. I feel like he was just being a little peaceful for Kellen. Now, hey, all of this is speculation. Nobody knows for sure. But I feel like Dak has been on command on the line. That's one of Dak's best attributes. Even as a young player, go back and look at the top 100 after Dak rookie year, and look at what the people were saying. That was one of Dak's core attributes when he first came and took over the helm of the quarterback. They been saying that Dak was a great guy pre-snap and at the line of scrimmage. Pretty much Kellen Moore took that ability away. He was even making more calls and stuff at the line under Scott Linehan. So that pretty much decreased Dak value at the line of scrimmage. So that's never been a problem with Dak. Dak been like that since rookie year. His command of the offense always been praised because that's how he get down. He's a natural leader. So I feel like I would not say that this is something that Dak is not ready for or this is something that Dak shouldn't do. Man, Dak finna act a fool under this. You gonna see it.
Trap.
Joe Tranchina said, well, this year Dak won't have any excuses. I'm ready to see Dak take over this offense. Exactly. Yeah, that's fair. It won't be no excuses for Dak this year. And then did you see he said that he won't be throwing over 10 interceptions. So I think that's a great talking point because we know that this has not been Dak normal form of operation. This is not how Dak move. Dak has never been the interception guy. I just told you he had the worst interception year of his career last year, and he still only got 65 on his career. That's nothing. After an 8-year career, Dak only got 65 interceptions. That's pretty good. I showed you the scale of the other quarterbacks, of some legendary quarterbacks at this same time period in their career, and they still only had, Breeze had like 99, Peyton had like 90-some, so like they had plenty more interceptions than Dak did at this time. And we know, I wouldn't say that was very recent because Peyton was throwing the ball a whole lot too. Breeze was throwing the ball a whole lot too. So it went like it was unfair. So they had way more interceptions than Dak did in the first 8 years. So I feel like the play calling and the lack of good wide receiver play and people fighting the football, giving defenders handoffs and stuff with the interceptions, I feel like that was a part of the problem that messed Dak up. So I don't think we'll have to experience much of that next year. Of course he gonna throw interceptions. Quarterbacks throw interceptions, so get that out your mind, man. Quarterbacks throw interceptions. That will happen. But at the rate that he was throwing them last year, I'm willing to bet he won't. And I'm standing behind Dak on that. I'm solid on that. I feel like he might get 10, just right, a solid 10. I don't see more. I don't see more than 10. I see maybe 10. But this would be a good take time right here. This is trap take right here. Give me your Dak stat line. That's what I want to see. What would Dak's stat line be for 2023? What y'all think? Let me know. What would Dak's stat line be, y'all? What y'all think? Because I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of like 40 touchdowns. I say 40 and 10. I think that'll be nice for Dak. 40 and 10, he might be in the MVP discussion. I think that's possible. And I know that's alarming people, huh? I think 40 and 10 might be around his range. Let me see, maybe about, I don't know if we're going to throw the ball at that high rate, but I think Dak going to have a lot of touchdowns because of us being in the red zone a lot and being actually doing real common sense plays. So maybe, let me see, about 4,500 yards, 4,300 yards, and like 40 and 10. I think that's realistic stat goals right there for Dak Prescott. So let me get some of y'all takes. What y'all thinking with young Ryan Dakota gonna do next year?
Trap.
Mr. King G says 39 and 7. I can see that. Because Dak didn't have what he had one year with 4 interceptions, if I ain't mistaken. So this is not something that's not doable. But I know Dak is gonna be focused on that as well. I think he gonna put extra emphasis on not throwing picks this year. APJR says 35 to 41 touchdowns and 10 to 11. Hold on. 35 to 41 touchdowns, 10 to 11 interceptions, I guess. Yeah. I could see 10, 11. You know, he ain't gonna get too far in the double digits. Like 10, I think he might stick at 10, but he could go under that. Carl Main in the building, what's happening? He says 43 8. That sounds good. What about the yardage? Because the yardage, I think the yardage going to kind of determine if he going to be in an MVP type discussion. We know we ain't worried about individual awards, but this is the take on Dak Prescott as an individual. So what you think he will do as far as a stat line? Because I think he coming back with a vengeance. I think Dak said, y'all got him messed up, bro.
Trap.
I think Dak said, y'all got me messed up. Y'all must don't know who I am. Y'all don't know who I is.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
I think Dak got a point to prove. Mike Elliott says 37 and 10, about 3,500 passing yards. If he got only 3,500 passing yards, that means the run game was going crazy. And, you know, that'll be probably the best for the team. So I ain't mad at that either. That might be the best for the team. If we can get a positive run game, 3,500 yards is kind of low. So that means the run game was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that either. 45 and 9. That sounds great. 45 and 9, 40 and 8. Miss Patrice said 40, 10, and 4,500. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. That's what I'm on right now.
Trap.
I say anywhere from 42 to 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, and about 10 picks. I think he's going to get right at 10. Or if he get lucky, he might get about 9, 8 or 9. That's a normal Dak year when you think about it. Like, Dak don't really throw too many over double-digit interceptions. He just don't. Tassie Tom said, I swear the people who blame the quarterback probably never been in a real leadership position. Yeah, you know you got to take them bullets when you're a leader. Yeah, that's a pretty, somewhere along them lines there too, Miss Elder. That sounds like what I'm looking at right there. It's you real close to my projection. C. Burleson says 35 and 13 picks, 6 rushing touchdowns. 35, he had 37 the other year. That sounds like a real, I wouldn't say the floor. I say that sound like right before the floor. You know what I'm saying? If that's a thing. That sound like right before the floor.
Trap.
Good grief. Tunchi said 22 to 14 interceptions. 22 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. 22. I seriously doubt that. He gonna have. I'm trying to diagnose what you're saying, because that don't make sense. 22 to 14 interceptions, so I'm assuming, touchdowns right there. But nah, he'll have much more than 22. I doubt that. That'll be a low year for that. Tyson says 80 touchdowns, 2 picks, 65.
Trap.
Man, Well, we won the Super Bowl for sure. that's Super Bowl right there. That boy be in the Hall of Fame after that year. Danny Savage says, "Wont wins and rings, don't care about stats. Get that church music going." Hey, man, I understand. But, Mr. Savage, that was the question now. That was the question. We asking about Dak right now. And then let's not act like his individual achievements won't contribute to us getting to 6 now. Let's not forget that now. So it is a part of the equation at the same time. Now, we're not saying that his individual stats, is the end all be all, but it will contribute to us getting there. And, he's one of the more important players of the team. So for sure, we need him to play well as well. For sure. Sugar Daddy Williams says 3,600 yards, 35 and 10. That sounds real realistic right there. That sounds really realistic, being real. I can't really argue at that one. That sounds pretty solid right there. I can't even hate it. That sounds pretty solid. Not the Dak delusional fans giving me a real prediction. Let's go, man. Let's go. Trap. Did you say 9 INTs, Dak? Man, hey, you might need to check your temperature, Mr. Dak. I ain't gonna troll you because you came in, you came chose peace today. But man, I would have never thought you would say under 10. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, man. Maybe we getting through to you, man. Maybe we getting through to you. Under 10 for Mr. Dak delusional fans. Good grief. APJR says Dak 4,500 yards. That sounds doable. Carl Main said Dak about to let these motherfuckers know who he is.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Michelle C says 40 and 5, 4,000 yards. That's 5 though. Ooh, man, Dak better not pull out a 5 out here, man. You know we gonna go crazy. 5 interceptions, that bodes well for us. You know what I'm saying? Long as we can keep the fumbles down. If he only got 5 interceptions, bro, and we haven't been a bad fumbling team overall in the past few years, except for that weird 2020 year. I think that when Zeke had like 6 fumbles that year. Other than that, the Cowboys been pretty much good on ball control. So that means we ain't turning the ball over hardly at all. And then turnovers are a big deciding factor in the outcome of the game. So if we come up here with Dak having 5 interceptions, we probably have on the league average of fumbles. Man, we might win about 15 games. Trap. We might win about 15 games. You mean to tell me we got some of the fewest turnovers in the league with one of the best defenses in the league? You can book it. We've been the one about 15 games. Joe Tranchina said Dak passing 45 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 5,000 yards. That sounds like an MVP season to me. That what it sounds like. Kelvin McDonald says 38, 9, 4,200 yards, run game smoking. That sound logical too. That sound real close to reality right there. Exactly 1,700 plus rushing yards. Ooh. If we can get that, what running back y'all think gonna get that? What running back doing all this running y'all talk about? We just told you the running back room is in shambles now. They ain't even talking about signing Tony Pollard back, y'all. You understand? It's a bit concerning, I will say. But Rage Black, I don't know what that last word is. Forgive me. He says 38 and 9, 4,300 yards and 400 yards rushing. Ooh, we ain't even think about the rushing yards that could do. What? Okay, let's do that. How many rushing touchdowns y'all think that could get? He said he trolling, landlord. How many rushing touchdowns y'all think that can get? How many rushing? That's interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Fresh King says 46, 4,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, 35 to 38 touchdowns, 6 to 8 interception MVP considerations. Man, they gonna hate Dak out so bad. And if he putting up a stat line like that, bro, our record gonna be outstanding. It's gonna be phenomenal. So, yeah, he would win MVP at that moment because I'm not looking at my defense nowhere near under a top 5 unit. So if the offense playing like that, yeah, we going to the promised land today. That's what we going. We going to the promised land. That's what we might start calling it. So people won't get all in their feelings. They won't start shaking in their boots. You know how scary they are. We ain't going to say the SB word. We going to say they going to take us to the promised land in the trap. That's what we going to say. We going to the promised land. Trap. So people, put a euphemism on it so people won't get so scary. You know what I'm saying? Miss Elder says 83 in likes and 98 in the chat. Y'all, I'm not trying to cry again. I know y'all gonna take care of me, man. I need at least over 100 likes before we end the show. We need to pump this out to the algorithm. We need to beat up the algorithm just like Young Ryan Dakota do those filthy Philadelphia Eagles. That's what we need to do. Back out there in Atlanta with all. I don't know what you mean. Shout out to Darren, Cowboys, Posey in the building. Good grief. I just hope Big Mike doesn't have nefarious play calling. Hey, man, look, do I got to go over Mike McCarthy's resume again for you? See, don't let the mainstream media get you concerned. Now, it was a bit, what can I say? It wasn't the best ending in Green Bay. But you do got to consider what's the best indication for the future. It's history, right? If you look at his history, Mike McCarthy has been a phenomenal play caller throughout his history as a Green Bay Packer. He's been great. Trap. Now, he had a rough last couple years. But if you think about it, Mike McCarthy had a top 10 offense for like 12 straight years and won a Super Bowl. So I don't think he deserves to be, because I don't think he deserves the criticism that he get. He's just not the sexy, hot shot, young coach that everybody want, like McVay and Shanahan. Now, they want those guys. They don't want to put Mike McCarthy in the forefront because he's not the young guy. So it seems like they want to hate him out and act like he ain't been him for almost a whole decade or something.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Don't act like Mike McCarthy don't deserve no more praise than he get, because this man been a well-decorated OC, like play caller. He's been great. And you see some people talk highly of Mike McCarthy as far as play calling go. Not just because he's the coach. They're not giving all the credit to Aaron Rodgers. And I would make the argument that Aaron Rodgers is proving that he's very, very hard to work with, and Mike McCarthy still maneuver and manage to get a ring out of that guy. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Man, Aaron Rodgers is like a head case these days. Mike McCarthy got a ring out on him. You understand? Shout out to you guys, the poet. She says, peace, just hit my like on the way in. You know what I'm saying? That's normal operation. You got to hit that like button. Trap. Thank you, man. Trap. It says CD Lamb over 90 in Madden 24. Hey, I just said we're going to have that a part of the raffle. So if you want to win a free copy and a jersey and stuff like that, y'all make sure y'all participate in the raffle. I'm going to give y'all a jersey and Madden and, a T-shirt. That'll be the three chances to win. $5 entry raffle. That's what we're going to do. We got to fund this trip out here to California. It's sunny California, y'all. Let's get it. Trap. So, we're going to have to make that work. Lost in Translation podcast say, what now? TP not signed? Nah, they talking real nefarious about TP and his contract. It don't look like he going to be a Cowboy for too much longer. It's not looking good. And I'm not too fond of that. I'm not too happy about that at all. Roger Atwood says, I'm worried about the running back room. Me too, low key. I was hoping that they was gonna do something better in the draft. I like Deuce Vaughn, but we know he's not a 3-down back. I don't think they was looking for that. Maybe Mike got a good little combination how he gonna distribute the carries and make running back by committee be effective or something. We'll have to see. I don't know. But yeah, we was saying how many rushing touchdowns Dak could get. Danny Savage says 5 to 8. I think that's close. Lost in Translation says 8. Ooh-wee. If he get that many, it's up. 12 from Mario McCann. Toxic says maybe 2, 3. I think 5 would be. I think 5 to 6 would be something. You know what I'm saying? I think he can get that. Maybe about 400 rushing yards, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 rushing touchdowns. I'd say 4 to 5. He can easily get 6 rushing touchdowns again. Probably so. He could, but I think Mike McCarthy going to utilize him like that. Shout out to you too, Mr. Mario Macon. I don't know if I ever seen you, but, you know, welcome to the Trap House. Trap. They said he in Atlanta with all his weapons. Oh, yeah, I seen that. I think I got the pitch on now. Wait a minute.
Yellow. Good. Keep it. Blue.
CD looking phenomenal.
Keep it. Good.
I like got that pitch on here.
I like it.
Hold up. There we go. Yeah, he got the whole squad in here, man. This is leadership right here, y'all. That's what that is. Y'all still rocking out HTM because I'm about to go ahead and sign off and join the show. So let me know. But this man got a full cast of all his offensive weapons, and it look like it's finna be lit. We got Mr. Brandon Cooks making an appearance, man. We need that. We need to see that right there. We need to see that. So Michael Gallup sitting down, CD Lamb, Semi Faye Cool. We got a full cast of all our players. Is that I'm not sure these days. Is that what's the tight end name? Schoonmaker? Is that Schoonmaker right there? Somebody let me know. Some of these guys I don't know their face. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Some of them I don't know their faces as well as others, but I think that might be Schoon right there. Who is that standing next to? I don't know. I can't tell it by his face, but, you know, we kind of full. Cook's going to ball out, absolutely. MG is sitting because he probably hurt again. Chill out, man. Chill out, man. Don't put that evil on us. Do we need a little church after that? I think we need just a tad bit of church after that because we don't need that right there in our system, sir. I rebuke that what Mr. Toxic said. He is truly toxic indeed. He is. We don't need that over our good Dallas Cowboys. We need a strong, healthy year. That's what we need. We rebuke you. Toxic, we rebuke you, sir. We don't want that over here. Get on with that. Get on with that. But yeah, man, I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We finna run this right back with HTM in the squad. 3 Amigos type vibes, I believe. But we'll see, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share, and let's get it. But you know, I already know we are what? The greatest. That's who we is, man. Y'all know that. Shout out to everybody rocking.
Yeah.
We got over 100.
Put my
in the building.
Money.
You know, let's
in
get
my
it.
hand.
We are the greatest. Y'all know that. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. They words so unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, Gotta see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents, there will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into.
I am the truth. These people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real people's spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the greatest. Not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. They want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.